So guys, gaming smartphones are officially a thing right now. And since 2017, these smartphones really spiked in popularity because of games like PUBG and Fortnite. So I was really curious, what is the best gaming smartphone you can buy right now? So I got my hands on the Razer Phone 2, and today in this review, we'll check it out if it's worth the money or not. So let's go. The Razer Phone 2 is a gaming powerhouse. Under the hood it's running the latest hardware, features a massive battery and offers a viewing and listening experience that is unmatched. All that on top of a near stock version of Android with just a few customizations. The internals have been boosted with a Snapdragon 845 chipset inside and the addition of wireless charging and IP67 dust and water resistance. Further, you now have 8 gigs of RAM, 64 GB of storage with microSD expansion up to 2 TB, dual rear cameras, killer stereo speakers, a 4000 mAh battery and a 120Hz IGZO display. But how does this phone with its illuminated logo on the back perform in day-to-day usage? Let's find it out. First of all, the phone is huge, heavy and feels a lot less comfortable than my Mate 20 Pro. Also, having this thing in my pockets gives me a strange feeling. However, this feeling is blown away as soon as I started using it. The screen's 120Hz refresh rate is silky, enhancing the experience of simple swipes through menus or Insta feeds, and as well enhancing optimized and unoptimized gameplay. HDR support also means that video content can look really rich, with services including Amazon Prime Video, Netflix and YouTube offering HDR content. The power button on the right side of the phone doubles as the fingerprint scanner, while the bottom of the phone houses the USB-C port, with the volume buttons on the left side. There is no headphone jack and the fingerprint scanner doesn't work without pressing the actual hardware button, which feels a bit uncomfortable to me. The phone features a 24-bit DAC and comes with a headphone jack adapter, and Razer also sells their Hammerhead active noise cancelling Type-C in-ear headset. Now, spending $99 on earbuds might be tough to swallow for some, but for those that are willing, you're making a solid investment here. Noise cancelling is not as good as with my on-ear Sony WH-1000X Mark III, but it's doing good. Also, the sound is great because of dual driver technology and the 24-bit DAC, so check them out, really worth the money. Inside of the box you will find the quick charger, a Type-C to Type-C cable, a good quality Type-C to headphone jack adapter and some stickers. The Chroma app on the phone allows you to customize the logo color from a choice of 16.8 million hues. And you can also choose from 3 different states: briefing, which shifts brightness up and down, static, which keeps the light on at one brightness, and cycle, which is basically a party mode which cycles through all the colors. The phone has a cool chroma logo on the back that isn't just here for the looks. It actually glows when you get notifications. For sure this affects the battery life, but the 4000 mAh battery does quite well. In normal use, I was able to get around 6 hours of screen on time with the 90Hz display setting. That's actually okay to get me through the day, but it's not as good as my Mate 20 Pro, but it's good enough. Now, charging with the supplied quick charger took me 1 hour to 75% and 1 hour 30 to over 90%, which is quite okay. The Razer Phone 2 uses the same 5.7-inch QHD 120Hz Ultra Motion display as its predecessor on paper. But this time around, Razer has enhanced the maximum brightness by 50%. The brightness now peaks at 645 nits, which will be a blessing to anyone intent on using the phone in direct sunlight. The phone's 120Hz refresh rate provides latency-free gameplay, extremely smooth scrolling and an 8 milliseconds response rate. It does draw more power, but you can choose from 3 presets: 120Hz, 60Hz or 90Hz if you want to save battery. And its 16:9 form factor may look old, but has benefits like a bigger field of view and not so much vertical panning in games. The Razer Phone 2 runs Android 8.1, with the Nova launcher as the default UI and some helpful Razer customizations to fine-tune the gaming experience. It's pretty cool that they use it as a stock launcher, because with the Nova launcher you can tweak a huge number of elements to personalize your phone. There are also some pre-configured themes to customize the look of your Razer phone, and they come with different game designs. Then there are also some more Razer apps like the Cortex app, which is more directly linked to gaming with 3 core elements. Featured, where you can browse your Razer recommended games, the library, which is an area that groups your installed games, and the game booster. The game booster is actually the place to change the Razer phone's power management mode to power saver performance. If you want to go deep into the settings, you can assign specific settings to individual games, like clocking the processor as high as 2.8 GHz and firing up anti-aliasing, which to my eyes didn't make a huge difference. Another highlight are also the dual front-firing stereo speakers, which boast Dolby Atmos and Dolby Digital 5.1 support. To be honest, I've never heard better speakers on a smartphone. I was really shocked when I heard the speakers. They're not only loud, they really offer a surround feeling out of a small smartphone, and there's also an app for the equalizer settings to actually ramp up the bass. The sound separation it showcases is unlike anything I've used before on a phone, and it's quite breathtaking. There are dual cameras, a primary wide-angle camera and a 2x telephoto lens like on the iPhone. Both cameras are 12 megapixel with the main camera featuring an f1.75 aperture lens, while the telephoto lens aperture is f2.6. The camera app is very basic and doesn't really offer a lot of features. Photos in good light have okay detail and color reproduction. Then tapping the screen both focuses and resets the exposure for spot focused metering. Anyway, sometimes I've noticed a bit of underexposure and a not too accurate focus, but mostly it got the job done. Despite an auto HDR feature, however, dynamic range isn't really great. It's falling behind all the main players. While the picture quality isn't impressive, the video quality is not too bad, 4K on the back and 1080p on the front, so let's check it out. So guys, this is a quick front-facing camera test on the Razer Phone 2, and I'm currently recording here in 1080p, so let's go quickly outside and let's have a look. Well, as you can see, it's not really wide angle, so I have to hold it pretty far away from my body, which is a little bit annoying, especially if you want to record yourself with a buddy or anything like that. So listen to the sound quality right now. So we are outside, it's a little bit windy, beautiful weather today. As you can see, it doesn't deal too good with bright light in the background, but well, it's doing an okay job. And let's go back inside, and as you can see, that's the front-facing camera of the Razer Phone 2 in 1080p. Well guys, here's a quick 4K camera test indoors, and well, that's actually my real business. I sell televisions, Bitcoin miners, as you can see there, and yeah, here's some upcoming stuff, so some gimbals, new car audio, there will be some topics on televisions, and I'll quickly show you what's going on actually. So there we go. Here, a bunch of miners, televisions, and this is actually what I do all day long. Performance-wise, the phone is a beast. I've never had a smoother UI experience, and gaming is a pleasure. All modern games were playable with highest graphic settings, and the smoothness felt incredibly good. I've just noted that even though Razer talked a lot about their great cooling solution, the phone got quite warm during gaming. It's not really dangerously warm, but I do tend to feel uncomfortable holding my smartphone when it gets really hot. But I didn't really notice any throttling or stutters, so just some heat from the powerful processor. Other than gaming, the calls also sounded nice, and the call quality was good. No problems so far with Wi-Fi, GPS performance was average, and it got a good signal and was able to navigate me around Vienna without a problem. Alright guys, so we're now here at the end of this review, and I quickly want to give you my personal opinion and feedback on the Razer Phone 2. So the Razer Phone 2 is a fantastic gaming smartphone because its performance is really great. Now the first time I had it in my hands I was like, damn it, which processor's inside, because it's so smooth. Then I realized it's the Snapdragon 845. For sure the Snapdragon 845 is in most of the high-end flagships right now, and it's a fantastic processor, but for sure I have the Mate 20 Pro, I have the Google Pixel 3, I have other flagships, but they all don't feel that smooth like the Razer Phone 2. If you scroll here through the pages on the home screen, that's just so smooth. There is not a single lag because very good software optimization, ultra motion, 120Hz panel, 845, lots of RAM, and also the software, well, it's very clean, just a few customizations, not a lot of unnecessary bullshit, so it's really something I like. There are also some other things I like the battery life. It's actually fantastic, even if you keep that RGB logo on in rainbow mode or whatever. The RGB logo, it's totally unnecessary. I would switch it actually off, but it looks cool, I have to admit that, and yeah, it doesn't drain the battery too much. Still got around 6 to 7 hours of screen on time. For sure, if you game heavy 3D games, you will get less. The speakers, they sound really fantastic. Charging speeds are okay. Design-wise, well, it's huge compared to my Mate 20 Pro. Also, well, due to the front speakers, you have a lot of bezels. I do get it, you're trading in actually that bezel-less design for some good sound, but still I prefer bezel-less smartphones. So I wouldn't use this as my daily driver for several reasons. First of all, it's too big. Second of all, I'm not too much into gaming. Also, the camera is really not the best, so if you compare this to the Pixel 3 or the Mate 20 Pro, well, this is just average, and I rely on a good camera for Instagram, YouTube, so that's actually the reason why I won't use it. But if you're into gaming, it's actually a fantastic choice. Unfortunately, right now there are not too many Android games that run over 60 frames per second, or where it really makes sense to run games in over 60 frames per second on a smartphone. But I do get it, for gaming enthusiasts, this smartphone is definitely worth the money. Superb screen, really bright, super smooth, good sound, good battery life. So this is actually what makes a gaming smartphone a gaming smartphone. And if you're into gaming, check it out, guys. For me, wouldn't be my daily driver, and all in all, it's still a good phone. Big thanks to Razer, they sent me the smartphone for a test. It will now go back to Razer, so this video is not sponsored in any way. I just wanted to check out a gaming smartphone, and yeah, I think it was a nice test. So let me know down below in the comments what you think about gaming smartphones. Are you using them? Have you checked out other gaming smartphones, like cheaper Chinese gaming smartphones? And I'm really curious what you think, where it will go in the future. Alright guys, big thanks for watching. If you liked this video, please smash the like button. And if you want to see more, please subscribe. As always guys, I'm Steven from TechMagnet, and I'll catch you in the next one. Have a nice day. Bye.